You can still buy a house for less. New SUV in 10 amenities. It's real. It's happening. But here's the catch. Every one of these deals comes with a weird toll, whether that bullies your face, bureaucracy that eats Tuesdays, or crime that keeps your doorbell busy. Stay with me. We'll stack median home prices and typical rent against the specific headache that keeps locals humble. By the end, you'll know exactly where your money stretches and what it stretches on. Like this video, so the algorithm thinks I'm important. Would you pay less to fight more snow? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like video, subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Rochester is where a 4-bedroom can cost less than a Model Y down payment. Median home price sits around $159,000 and a 2-bedroom rent hits about $1,100. Cost of living is 22% below national. That's real stretch. But here's the catch. Winter. Lake effect dumps turn streets into obstacle courses and cloudy days stack up. You'll pay more for heat and you'll want a snowblower. Property taxes bite. Older homes need repairs, though UR medicine, RIT, and a growing startup scene keep paychecks steady. Walkable artsy pockets? Yes. Aging infrastructure and steady commutes? Also yes. Downtown's improving, slowly. Handle the industrial winter and your budget flexes. If your dream home includes a shovel collection, you're golden. Harrisburg looks like a typo. Starter homes come in cheap, and rents won't require a second job. Median home price and a typical 2-bedroom rent line up for a budget that actually breathes. But here's what nobody tells you. Capital City work crawls. Permits take their time, and parking rules will eat your lunch. The Susquehanna has a flood history, so flood zones and insurance premiums become homework. Older homes stack maintenance. Jobs are steady in government, healthcare, and education. Amtrak connects you to Philly and New York when you need it. Taxes can shift versus suburbs, and Midtown's crime trends differ nearby. Well below budget. Ride the rail, and plan for paperwork and water risk. Prefer no flood maps? Granite City is where a starter home costs less than your annual 401k max. Downtown St. Louis sits across a bridge. Median home price is low, typical rents stay tame, and you can actually save while owning. Commutes into the St. Louis Job Corps are short when bridges move. But here's the catch. Industrial air and train horns set the soundtrack. Steel mills run the local economy. Rail lines are dense, AQI runs higher, and you'll cross state lines for most entertainment. Property taxes on the east side can outrun Missouri's. Insurance adds up, and crime varies block to block. Handle the factory vibe, lock equity, enjoy pro sports minutes away. Next stop, the Deep South. Birmingham lets you buy a house for about $145,000 and rent a 2-bed for around $980. Your mortgage is smaller than your subscription pile, and the food hits hard. Jobs, care, and banking are steady, with tech creeping in. Low property taxes help the math, but here's the catch. The humidity body slams you. Heat index days stack up, AC runs non-stop, and summer electric bills jump. The car is king, so plan real commute times. Crime swings block to block. Tornado season adds stress and pushes insurance higher. Play the map like chess, accept sauna weather, and the savings stack. If sweat's a deal breaker, the next city cools costs and tests patience. North Little Rock sells the river lifestyle without torching your budget. Median home price hovers near $140,000, with 2-bed rents around $900. You get riverfront condos, solid single-family stock, and a trail scene starring the Big Dam Bridge. Food is better than it needs to be for the price point. But here's the catch. City lines roulette. Cross a street and policing, services, and school ratings shift. Crime heat maps jump fast. Floodplains along the Arkansas River mean FEMA maps, extra insurance, and storm prep. Property taxes and premiums can differ from Little Rock proper. Jobs are steady in state government, healthcare, and logistics. Dial in the right pocket. Want colder air and cheaper roofs? Syracuse lets you buy a house around $159,000 and still snag hockey season seats. A 2-bedroom runs about $1,100. Universities and hospitals keep paychecks steady, and Micron buzz hints at future demand. But winter is a part-time job. Annual lake effect totals stack high. Road salt chews cars, and roofs need real attention. Budget for plowing, ice melt, and a backup shovel. Here's the thing. Older homes mean rehab. Expect insulation upgrades, ice dam fixes, and roofs that aren't cheap. Property taxes hit harder than the state average, so run the numbers tight. Micron's timeline isn't overnight, but momentum is real. Plan like a CFO and the math works. Prefer row house charm with a headline problem? Baltimore is the rare East Coast city where a row house can undercut your car budget. You get proximity to DC jobs without DC prices, and a deep inventory of historic shells and move-ins. But here's the catch. It's a chessboard. One block is quiet, the next is loud. You need hyperlocal intel and a real security line item. Median prices and rents look friendly, but the property tax rate bites. Rehab can pay, yet contractor scarcity pushes bids up. Insurance premiums shift with crime and age of the house. Transit helps. Mark and Amtrak are real, but potholes tax your suspension. Buy smart. Think like a local, and you lock big city upside at small city pricing. Prefer quieter streets and Midwestern manners? St. Louis Park gives you suburban calm with a 10-minute jump to Minneapolis jobs. Prices are sane for the metro, and the park network is everywhere. It feels orderly because it is. But here's the catch. Rules. Expect strict upkeep standards, winter maintenance expectations, and taxes that feel very Minnesota. Snow emergencies happen, and yes, towing is a sport if you miss the alert. Let's break it down. Median home price and rent undercut many Minneapolis zip codes. Condo and townhome HOAs at steady fees. Southwest Light Rail brings access, and construction noise and detours. Schools rate well, which props values. You get clean, safe, convenient, if you play by the rules and own real boots. Craving grit with your savings? Pittsburgh serves bargain neighborhoods under the shadow of elite meds, EDS, and tech. Food and arts punch high for the price. Median home price sits low, with rents still workable. But the geography is chaos. Bridges, tunnels, hills. A 5-mile drive becomes a saga. Winter, black ice, steep streets, hard no. Let's break it down. Property taxes meet a local wage tax, so check your paycheck math. Older homes on steep lots push repairs and utilities. Valleys flood, so river blocks need insurance. Commutes stretch when a bridge repair pops up. Maintenance backlogs and landslide zones add surprises. Navigate hills, plan routes, budget for quirks, and the upside is real. Want Cleveland-adjacent savings next? Garfield Heights is the Cleveland suburb where starter homes still make sense and rents won't melt your budget. You get a real address near serious jobs without a spreadsheet panic attack. But here's the catch. Aging streets and occasional water main drama slow the vibe. Some families second-guess the schools. Snowbelt storms add plow costs and slower mornings. Let's break it down. Median home prices and typical rents run friendly, with quick commutes to the Cleveland Clinic and downtown. Property taxes can outrun nearby suburbs, and code enforcement shows up if grass gets bold. Pavement ratings and sewer upgrade timelines demand patience. Retail is thin, so errands sprawl. Wait out upgrades, bank savings, and trade quirks daily. Affordability isn't free. Every discount hides a line item: snow removal, flood insurance, brutal utility bills, or hours lost in traffic. The sticker price is step one. The total cost of ownership is the real game. So here's the thing. Your checklist is taxes, insurance, utilities, commute, and maintenance. Miss one, and the deal leaks cash. The value play is balancing savings with the quirks you can live with. Comment the trade-off you'd accept: snow, storms, bureaucracy, or block-by-block scouting. Like and subscribe if you want more brutally honest buy lists. Next time, we'll map which trade-offs actually build net worth fastest over 5 years. You're not ready.